Okay, I wanted to talk about a video game that is being released on Steam soon. Well, within a week. Brutal Legend. Everyone should know what this game is. It is basically Jack Black the video game. You play as Eddie Riggs, a roadie, blah blah blah. He goes into an alternate dimension after getting killed in ours, or some shit like that. Finds an axe. Holy shit, that's awesome. Then he also has a guitar, which does magic attacks, and blah blah blah. You should know that from the demo if you have a PlayStation 3 or a 360. Now, the main problem that the game had was it did not stay as an action game. It was sold as an action game. It was advertised as an action game. The demo was an action game. But it's not. The main focus of the fucking game is an RTS. Anytime you want to advance the story forward, it's a goddamned RTS. Motherfucker, I hate this chair. It is an RTS. There are parts of the game that are you playing a beat-em-up like game. Yeah, there are parts of it that are like that. And honestly, if the game was all those segments, wholeheartedly recommend it to anyone. But it's not. Now, when the game came out, it was $60 on the console, and it was a fucking hard pill to swallow at $60. Not to say it wasn't good. It is. It is a very good game. The RTS elements are very light in it, and not many people would like that, but it was a console RTS, so the RTS elements had to be light. But oh god, it is hard for me to actually describe this game. I love the atmosphere of the game. I love the world the game has. I love the cameos. I love the music of the game. I love the beat-em-up segments. But goddamn it, the RTS really bogs it down. It is not good there. However, that isn't to say the game isn't worth playing. Because even though the RTS isn't good and I wouldn't have bought the game based on the RTS alone, right now it is 25% off for pre-ordering it on Steam. I don't know how the port is going to be, but really it depends on what the port's going to be. I only have Psychonauts and I don't have any of Double Fine's more recent games. So they might be better than Psychonauts. And Psychonauts I really do feel was a good port. It just requires a controller to play it. So yeah. But here's another aspect of the game that fuck. Okay. I'm really tired and out of it when I'm doing these things, so I'm trying to think right now, and it's kind of hard. Okay. The way the game went for me was I played the beat-em-up segments, and I enjoyed those a lot. Those were fucking fantastic. Then I went to, I think the first RTS segment, died. Played it again, died. And then I figured out how I'm supposed to play it, and I won. So, I keep doing that. Sometimes it's a little harder than others to get the RTS segment to work right, but once you do, the game is a fucking breeze. Even on, I think I played at normal, maybe one higher than normal difficulty. That is until you get to the, I think it's the last or the second last RTS spot. where you are dealing with goths and some form of a tree thing. This tree motherfucker is... It's a difficulty spike. The whole game for me was fucking simple. Up until that tree. That frustrated me so much that I had to decrease the difficulty to beat it. That was the only part of the game that made me drop down, and that's the thing that stuck with me with this game. It's not a good aspect. The RTS is so shitty in this that, you know, fuck that tree. I hated that segment of the game. After that, good, and the game doesn't end on an RTS segment, so again, it's good. Now, it's $60. I have a hard time recommending it. At $15, I can say pick the fucking game up. It is good. At $20, I'd honestly wait for a sale. But $20 is pretty okay for this. Now, here's another aspect of this game that I remember. I don't know if it was just the 360 version or if it was also the PlayStation 3. But there was a way that you could rip every song from the game. And I don't have it right next to me, but I don't know where my copy is. I looked for it before I started making this video. Fuck if I know where the copy is. But anyways, I believe there is at least 83 songs, maybe up to 116 in this game, and I don't think any of the songs in the game are bad. On the 360 or the PlayStation 3, I don't know if it was for PlayStation 3 too or if it was only PlayStation 3, whatever. There was a way you could rip every song from the game. Now, with that in mind, and if you can rip them from the PC version, or, God forbid, they're just audio files and you don't have to rip shit, the game is worth it if you can rip the music just for that alone. Even at $60, the game was fucking worth it. But, on the off chance you can never rip the music from it, it is worth it to play. It is $15 of fun. It is $20 of fun, but that's pushing it. They really knew that they were fucking up on this game when they never marketed the RTS element until the last possible moment they could. And that RTS element is a detriment to the game as a whole. I honestly recommend Brutal Legend if you want to get it on the computer. That said, I never played the game on the computer, and I'm basing this off of prior games of theirs that it may or may not be a good port. My recommendation hinges on if it's a good port, and I'm assuming it's passable. And my recommendation really comes through if you can rip the songs, or if the songs aren't even encoded in this thing, so you don't even have to rip the songs. That's even more of a recommendation. So yeah, Brutal Legend for the computer, look into it, and honestly I recommend it based on gameplay, and I doubly recommend it if you like the music and there's a way to rip the songs out of the game.